Hello and welcome back. So I've chosen to wait momentarily, well, maybe not momentarily, maybe a little while, depends when things pop. The idea being we wait for this to actually flip us over and allows us to swap out our law. This one gives us men. We need more. We don't have them. The only concern with this is whether or not the Germans are going to chew through enough of the Soviets for that to be an issue. The only bonus so far is Japan is not currently involved, creating only a single front for the Soviets themselves. Yes. Hoping the AI do sensible things. It's not the best of them. Not a really fun way of sitting it. Right, so that's changed a bit. We don't really have the manpower to change it up too much. We do have some of these guys left. And I don't like those units overly much. These ones are okay for now. How are your supports? You're okay. Yeah, I think you're okay. So it's just, shall we swap the smattering of mountain divisions into standard infantry ones? Might be a wise choice. Now the concern being we could very, very likely to chew a chunk of this territory up before... Yeah, okay, that's a good point. Actually, that's where the border was. They are pushing it, noticeably, and it's flickering, but the Soviets are going backwards at present. And it's only been a couple of months. Although, having said that, it's been a couple of months and they've not gone that far, so... How many production units? 148, 180. So you are quite noticeably out. Are you out of manpower? Germany's. I was going to say yeah, you're out of. You're about to collapse, man. Surely. Interesting. Right. What do we want? Gain a mountaineer with 9. Maybe that would be more useful, and then boost our mountaineers into that mountaineer unit type, and just not give them any artillery. Don't know, because that's when they want artillery boost for that one. Anyway, we want to go this way. We want this one. That's what we got here. Still can't do you. You're still not that useful. We just don't have... Foreign subversive. That is a good point, though. They're doing irritating things. Maybe that would be useful. It'll stop us gaining fascist. Because although we do want this one, we want to get better tanks. We don't have the production right at this moment to utilize it. So we'll grab that and see if we can reduce the fascist effect. Let's continue with you. And we've got a couple others that we'll use for the 41 industrial techs. And then probably the Recon 2 guy will finish first after that, so we'll use that one also. However, how are we at? About 12. So we'll grab those. I think we are going to swap out these, or at least see how much manpower it would cost to swap out the mountain guys to guards. We do not have the manpower to do all of them. Do 3. Can we do that one? Yes, we've got enough to do 3. We'll do that then. And we've got 2 at the bottom of the list that are still requiring assistance. Right, so you're still pushing back because that's going to extend this line. It's supposed to go down. Should have done. Yeah, right. Yeah, we're into January. Normal industry. Which one is that? Straight output. That's efficiency cap. So straight output first. I'm assuming that one's better. It's better in my head, the numbers, so we'll go with that one first. It's being the other one. Anyway, it's only a few days apart. There. And it's just whether or not it might be worth starting to drop the extraction tax, because it would close up some of this, and there were other things we're not able to utilise, although we could potentially research them. So how else is that going? Japan's still fairly stalemated. Germany, they are definitely getting pushed back, aren't they? I just was interested in waiting for the, whether it's a coup or an election or what, to actually ping us over to communist. So we're all the way over there. Let's do that then. Where else would we like this line to sit? So my concern for the line then would be in the middle. Might be better to pretty much redraw the right hand half of it, wouldn't it? So to take little more than Vienna. Yeah, cut across there, but then cut in just above Bratislava and then along the mountains. And then over again. Maybe. Still, we can jiggle that a bit further once things change. How are you doing? You're being all happy and democratic. You're doing naval things. You're also doing naval things. So all's well. Everyone's nice and happy with it. Yeah, there we are. The manpower's actually dropped now. There we go. We can't see. It's okay. That can do the construction. What do we want to do with 150? So, how much are we actually getting from trade? We are getting a fair few from trade, admittedly. So I think we'll leave that as is for now, which does mean our resources will become a bit more precarious. Where's the other way around? Who is... Yes, but I want to know who's giving us the loot, so I can't remember where you are. Oh well. Alright, we'll have to see how that goes then. Right, so we don't want you just yet, we really don't want you. We've got all the others along there. Not actually that fussed about, I'm not too fussed about any of these, to be quite honest, for the moment. We don't need... We've just got rid of them, or almost got rid of all the rest of our special forces. We have no strategic bombing of any sort. We have no paratroopers. We have none of any of that. So we, I believe, simply keep things as is until some other bits show up that we actually want. Now, watching this border is concerning, as the idea is we're supposed to be attacking them, but we need that. Just need this to switch, so we can switch this, which is a good point. We'll keep that sort of in stock, because we are going to want to change this damn near immediately. It's just, should we potentially justify on you early so we have maybe that would be a good idea. Justify on you now so that we can that will actually work quite well for you, Japan, or maybe that was a good idea. I don't feel what I want you to do. Well, maybe just go straight into logistics. We're in 41 though, so we've got them. How long do you take? 120. Oh, maybe I just start you. We have a large surplus, and yeah, we just take that, I think. You've got a huge weapon surplus, which is still increasing, so that will allow us to utilize it somewhat better and stop making stuff we don't necessarily need. There's a lot of waiting around here as we waited here to or didn't think we would need. Now that hasn't actually changed this. That's annoying. Is it because it's a focus rather than a... Yeah. That's irritating. I was hoping that would reduce that one. Yeah, well, because that's going to end up eventually flat out balancing, because we've got maybe not. We've got 2 points to the communist versus, although some of it's coming from there. So yes, it will end up balancing if we actually get that coup to fire. So shall we justify on you? Just conquer all of you. How long? I don't really... I need to remember what they're called. There we go. Oh, up Tyrol. There we go. 3. I went Slovakia as well, but I don't think you're going to show up on the German ones, are you? No. So let's go with Bohemia and Moravia as the other two. So you can go up to like 5. We're not too fussed. It's still only, it's less than 2 months. So shall we do this one? I think we do. And prepare that. So it lasts a little while afterwards, and then hope that gives us the option of poking them as soon. Yes, they're gonna get warned, admittedly, but that would happen whatever the cost. And this would actually, hopefully, weaken their front line as well. That might have a knock-on effect. And having said this, as we are doing that, it is entirely possible it could be worth redesigning my front line bit here. But I think you're just gonna get wiped anyway. If you still don't have... Oh no, you must have changed your manpower law quite severely, because you've got some now. And you're out. Bloody hell. How has the Soviet Union not got any manpower? Christ. Oh, that's awkward. That's an annoying event. Coup more unity down. You just want the coup bit thing to happen. Let us be not non-aligned. Buggers. So, what we got? We're all prepped for it. Maybe we want to pull this away from here and get them ready on the other side. I think that might be a good idea. So, control click. You lot are just gonna bulk standard setup. And then we've got the tanks. Where will you be most used? I think you're going to be... It's quite... One of the points about it being useful to hold will mean that it's bit of an issue to use armor to attack with. However, I think they've got medium tanks in here as well. Yeah, so we've had a bit of a response then. So we'll swap those guys over there. They're somewhat lighter than the divisions they're facing off against. Let's get rid of the Turkish plans then for now. Because I think we may need to poke them while they're otherwise distracted, because if they do keep pushing and these guys don't hold, that will just not go well. You're losing a lot of guys though. It's a couple 100,000 or so down, or maybe one as its estimate. Change your damn law. Limited. Where's your extensive? You apparently need it. Running out of manpower, I don't know. How many have they actually lost? They lost a couple million. Yeah, they're not doing great, are they? Couple, it's almost 2-to-1 losses. How are you doing in this one? So you've lost about the same amount though, because once you take this lot into account. Still waiting for that to tick over. Are you actually going down? You are actually going down, aren't you? You are going down. Because all of that is being chewed out of this. Irritating. Yeah. I want to attack you, and it would let us change the laws, admittedly. Doing so, you don't have to do both at once just yet. How long does it last? So we only have a couple months, so we are going to have to use it then. This could go badly wrong. This could go very badly wrong, but as soon as you pop your manpower, or if you're sensible enough to do it anyway, you're losing loads. You've lost another 100, maybe another 100 or so since the last look. So you're getting chewed up quite quickly. Now we're going to go down here because we are going. Let's pop you to cautious. You can stay on medium. So the main issue is there's a lot along here and they are outnumbering us, but the individual unit strengths are under ours. And at least in basic equipment we've got quite a lot spare, which is one good thing. I am expecting, however, that our air power will be severely outmatched. So yeah. First one will be manpower, second one will be mobilization if we do this one. It won't actually be total war, because that chews off your damn... Is it still? Yes, still chews off your recruitable population. Which is always irritating. But, oh well. We'll be going to this one, but that will be second. First up will be the people. So we shall maintain the pause, take a break, and begin a... considering it quite likely to be entirely suicidal assault next time.